Greater light, great light, greater light, greater light. I wanted to go ahead and continue with what I was doing yesterday, but no can do, no can do. I just got out of a service, over at the New Covenant, huh? Great lessons, greater lessons, greater lessons. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. I'm learning more in little brief intervals of what I need to know about where I am and where I'm standing than all the knowledge that I've gathered in the past 32 years out of these different umbrellas of religion. But I wasn't going to click the live button today. I wasn't going to click the live button. I was working on my plan for my foot washing mission. I was working out, you have to write down your goals. So I heard, if you write them down, they'll stick, Ain't nothing mightier than the pen. They say the pen is mightier than the sword, right? Well, anyways, I wasn't going to click the live button. I just had an itching and inkling in my fingers to go to the Federal Register. I said, let me go to the Federal Register while I study these frequency lists. Don't forget, for those who are unaware, pass the message on. You may want to turn your phone off October 4th, 2023 at 2:20. You may want to turn your phones off for whatever frequency and alarms that they sending out to whoever they sending it out to, They are going to activate all phones, sync all phones through Starlink. This is a Starlink mission, believe it or not. Because everybody have to be hooked up to the stars in order for their phones to ring off at this emergency broadcasting system alarm on October 4th, 2023 at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they don't say Eastern anymore. They say ET. ET phone home. But I went to, I'm doing a frequency list. And I've had this frequency list. If you go to Savon Bomar and find out when he put out this frequency list, that's how long I had this frequency list. That's how long I had this frequency list. That long. It's been that long ago. And it's coming in right on time. I'm going to figure it out before October 4th. What that frequency is going to do, because Bard and Bing are being beaten around the bush. They haven't uploaded the information to Bard and Bing. They want it to be so secretive. They say somebody like Grandma Ka Nyuwn will go and ask Bard and Bing what we doing. And then the rabbit is out of the bag. We can't do our magic trick the way we want to. But see, if I had the voice loud enough to go from this side of the United States to the other side over there where daughter of California is raising Shiva and all that stuff, and they raising all the way down to McMurdo Station. If I had the voice to get out to say, everybody turn your phones off, But it's not going to happen. So what I'll just keep doing is just doing it how I do. Doing it how I do. But in Federal Register, listen to what the president have to say for Monday, Moon Day, with his cancer moon shots. He said he trading with the enemy. Uh-oh. What's her name? What's that? The one of the favorite actresses. Everybody know her. Pretty Woman. What's her name? Didn't she have a movie with the enemy? Oh, that was Jennifer Lopez. They got a lot of sleeping with the enemy and trading with the enemy and stuff. Presidential document says at go to your federalregister.gov. They done put me out of it. They put me out. Federalregister.gov. Oh, man. Goodness. I got to go back. And if you go to the current issues, and the current issue for Monday, that the presidential document is going to hit the table. It's going to hit the fan. Says continuation of the exercise of certain authorities under the Trading with the Enemy Act. What are they talking about? Trading with the enemy. Let me click that and read it to you. I'm clicking it in real time for the first time with you. For September 13th, presidential determination number 2023-10. It says October 2023. And then it says, but for September 13th, 2023. So this is something about a trade that's going down in October. I want to read this detail for detail. I don't have my glasses. I was supposed to get my glasses today. Oh, Cuba got something to do with this Trading with the Enemy Act. Now, you know, with Cuba, I'm right on point with having this frequency list out here because, remember, Cuba supposedly have a Havana frequency sonic system that affects people mentally. They're able to target only certain people when they feel like it. You have a whole pile of commissioners and people that work with the government that say they was attacked by the Havana frequency syndrome. Y'all didn't hear that? Yes, they did. So me having this frequency list while I'm sitting here reading something about trading with the enemy, and Cuba is the first name I see on the list. Well, let me go ahead and read and stop talking. See, that's my problem. I talk too much sometimes. I do. I'm working on that. Continuation of the exercise. Because, see, when God sit down with me, when God sit down with me, when the throne comes down and I'm resurrected with Jesus and my Father, who is Jesus to me? Y'all know who Jesus is to me. You know what Jesus looked like to me? Well, when that happens and they sit down to talk to me, I'm going to be talking and talking and talking for 999 years. You might as well call it 1,000, You might as well, because God ain't coming back until 999 years from now, So everybody who decide they want to sign up under what Biden, Balak, Joseph, Crackstone, Finnegan can, and he don't care, in his covenant, and Kamala, Slytherin, serpent, she's the daughter of California and granddaughter of good Iblis, they don't care. If you sign on with them, you gonna get what you deserve. You don't deserve that. You need to go ahead and read what these people telling you they about to do to you. It is their Bible, It is their scripture, and they following it hand to hand, Anyways, continuation of the exercise of certain authorities under the Trading with the Enemy Act. Did you know they have a Trading with the Enemy Act? We gonna trade with the enemy. We know the enemy is out to kill, how they say, steal, kill, and destroy. But we gonna continue trading with them. And what we gonna do is gotta be done before October 4th, October 4th at 2:20. Whatever frequency they gonna send out. Let me read the rest, because I'm jumping to conclusions. They may be talking about something totally different. Memorandum from the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Treasury. Who's the secretaries? The secretaries. You got the Secretary of Defense. I told y'all that the secretary is about to be running the stuff. The Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo. For a workforce that looks like America, huh? All the secretaries, the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, huh? $6 million man, huh? You got the Secretary of Treasury and the Secretary of the state. They all got something to say, huh? Something important about trading with the enemy. Under Action 101, we back at the 101. You know, anytime they want to take you to school and open you up to any type of knowledge or discipline, they say we taking you to 101, huh? A public law. It's a public law now. This Trading with the Enemy Act is a public law. This ain't even no private sector. This ain't even no private thing. They ain't trying to do private dancing, huh? Like Tina Turner. I'm your private dancer, dancer for money. It's all about commerce, huh? No. It ain't no private sector. It's a public law, 95223. Oh, I was just telling that girl last night about that 223. Her birthday coming up. And I was saying these numbers may need to be played, huh? Somebody may hit the lottery, huh? There it is, the 9-1. I said the 19. I sure did. Stat 1625, 50 USC, and all this bull crap they got in here with extra notes. They got the notes highlighted in blue. And the previous determination on September 2nd, 2022. So this Trading with the Enemy Act been in effect since 2022. The exercise of certain authorities under the Trading with the Enemy Act is scheduled to expire on the 14th. Oh, it's about to expire. Now let's see what the president did. They said they're going to continue trading with the enemy or what? Because see, Trump wasn't with trading with no enemy. You understand? Do you comprehend? Do you comprehend? No, I don't know. Let's see. I hereby determine that the continuation of the exercise of those authorities with respect to Cuba for 1 year is in the national interest of the United States. Therefore, consistent with the authority vested in me. He said the authority vested in him like he's a prime minister by section 101B of Public Law 95223. I continue for 1 year until September 14, 2024, the exercise of those authorities with respect to Cuba and implemented by the Cuban Assets Control Regulations, the Secretary of Treasury. What is it that they trading with Cuba so much? I didn't know Cuba was an enemy. Huh? Cuba is the enemy. And they say, Cuba, we gonna continue trading whatever it is that they trade. And when Cuba gets mad, Cuba sends a Havana sonic boom, huh? A Havana, they target people with their Havana frequency syndrome. That's crazy. So that's what's in Federal Register for Monday. You could go to your federalregister.gov. I'm pretty sure it go deeper than that, but I don't want to dig too deep into the Cuban rabbit hole. I've been meeting a lot of people saying they Cuban born, and if I go ahead and start talking about their ancestors, huh? I heard Cuban born today, and here I am at federalregister.gov talking about that's trading with the enemy. Huh? You trading with the enemy. Look at them over there. Let's see what else they got going on in Federal Register. Okay, 100 documents from 45 agencies. Let's see, for Monday. Standard instruments, approach procedures, and takeoff minimums, obstacle departure procedures, miscellaneous amendments. So they amending something with the CHIPS. Oh, you thought it was a PSYOP, right? You know, that's one of the words they like to use in the community a lot, PSYOP. Well, you better check out what a PSYOP is. Capital SIAPS. Federal Register is for the people. Federal Register is for the people of the United States. When they doing something to your community, when they gonna do something to your land, when they gonna do something to your water, when they gonna do something to your religion, when they gonna do something to your medication, when they gonna do something to your children, when they gonna do something to your pesticides that they spraying in the air, they tell you right here in Federal Register. So whatever PSYOPs is, they finna do it. Export Administration Regulations, transfer access information and release of software. It's called EAR. The acronym for this is called EAR, and I might click on that a little bit later just to do a quick study and see what they're talking about. EAR, capital EAR, into the abyss. The Bureau of Industry. So they gonna biss your ears. Huh? Is it an ear of corn? What are they talking about over here in Federal Register? What kind of ears are they talking about under the Export Administration Regulations? They're about to do something big with export, and Cuba is included. And Cuba is the enemy. And they say they trading with the enemy. And everybody okay with that, right? Yep. I know DeSantis can't be all right with it. Wait, DeSantis, is he Cuban descent? He may be down with it. Everybody in Florida, half of Florida is Cuba, huh? Trading with the enemy. Let's see. Something going on in Corpus Christi, Texas. Now, Corpus Christi, when I used to have to sit in Corpus Christi when I was driving them trucks, it's something about that environment there. The atmosphere. It's something in that atmosphere. I can't tell you that it's a portal, but I was able to sense certain things in different atmospheres. In Corpus Christi, it's something deadly in that atmosphere. Like the I don't want to say the stench of death, but it's just something about that atmosphere. So something in Corpus Christi about to go down. They making sure that the ships, Corp, us, Christ, thy ship canal. It's a channel, but it's a canal. It's certain dangerous cargoes about to be going in and out of there. That's what it says. It says something about certain dangerous cargoes at the Corpus Christi ship canal. Well, it says channel, but something going on, something about sabotage, terroristic acts. I promise you, you could go to federalregister.gov and read it for yourself. You don't have to believe me. Go check it out. Huh? In the words of the greatest master teacher in my life. Huh? He say, don't believe me, check it out. I'm telling you this, it's best for you to go check. If you live in Corpus Christi, something about dangerous cargoes and terrorist acts in waterway cargo and surrounding waterways, 500-mile radius or 500-yard radius. They doing a check over there. Oh, it's at the Quinta Channel. It's saying canal. I'm saying channel. It's say channel. I'm saying canal. Okay, they got to update. Oh, the post office got to update on products list. So is they finna update what can and can't go through. Okay, it says market domain. I'm going to pass through that. That's commerce. They got something about bass and cars. Uh-oh, there go frequency band. 12.7 gigahertz band, broadband, wireless telecommunications. They got to be fixing this stuff up before the 4th, right? Before October 4th. So they have something in here about the accuracy of information on their bands of 13.25 gigahertz band licenses. I'm going to look. Let me see what 13 gigahertz on this frequency list look like. Okay, 13, I'm at 4.7, the theta hertz, see, 13, hold up, 13, I'm only at 9, uh-oh, I gotta go into my papers, because the last sheet that I have only takes me to 12. 12 is a beta range. Dormant brainwave in alert, awake, anxious adults with their eyes open comes into play when listening and thinking during analytical problem solving, judgment, and decision making. Okay, they go 13. An implication for neurotherapy is that if increased intelligence and mental efficiency is objective, then the frequency band at a 13 hertz, that's not gigahertz though, center should be used. A more desirable frequency band of 12 to 15 is at 11.5 to 14.5 hertz. Okay. So under the Federal Register for Monday, September 13th, there's something about the Bass and Cars licenses must certify the accuracy of information on their 12.7 through 13.25 gigahertz band license. More broadband information. And the reason why I feel this is important to look at, and the reason why I'm mentioning it now is, and the reason why I'm going over this frequency list, see this frequency list? The reason why I'm going over this frequency list is because I, for myself, want to know that I'm not doing too much looking into 330 million devices going off at the same time, that it's not going to have an effect on anything. This is the first time that they will be doing this, able to do this. They used to be able to have the TVs shut down around 12 midnight. Y'all remember everybody's TV at the same time said, beep. This is a test. And then they would do emergency broadcast system tests in certain communities at the same time. So maybe 1,000 people would get this frequency, or then they got to the point where maybe 1 million people would get the frequency. Well, right now, they're doing everybody's devices in the United States at the same time. And in the Federal Register, they're going to continue pushing information on what they need to make sure that the frequencies that they're going to send out is successful. Like I said, I asked Bard and Bing what type of effect they would have, and they both don't have the information uploaded into their system. They're being private with the information that even artificial intelligence isn't aware of what's going to go down with everybody's device sending off a frequency all at the same time. It reminds me of all the times that I said, if everyone on earth was to be silent all at the same time. You know, the power of prayer, when everybody pray on one accord, At the same time, even the environment in the room changes. It will heat up in a room where everybody praying on accord at the same time. So just in your thought, the magnification of your thought and the manifestation of your thought, if everybody is on the same thought frequency at the same time, it has an effect. So you mean to tell me everybody phone and devices and in their cars, they saying these people need to make sure even the car frequencies is on point for October 4th, 2023 at 2:20 p.m. ET time. All right. Well, the next thing on the list at Federal Register is the cable television broadband. Then it says empowering broadband customers through transparency. Uh-oh, there go that word again. Didn't I tell y'all the word for the year is transparency? The word for the rest of the year is transparency. And people who are requesting transparency, little old civilians like me, little dust mites in this world of whatever it is, I can't get transparency, but the government sure is asking for transparency. They say we got to be transparent. We have to be transparent. So when we ask you to sign the U.S. Cyber Trust Mark of the Beast, you'll sign it willingly, huh? We're telling you we research and develop on you, and we're saying it loud through PCAS. We making sure we're telling you we're going to research and develop on you for the rest of your time here. And you have to sign a waiver because we're being transparent. And when you sign that waiver, you're telling us willingly you don't mind us researching on you. Huh? All this transparency they got going on. Well, they want to be transparent about the empowering the broadband system for the consumers. Remember also, if you go back to my videos, maybe about a year ago, I'm just going to bring it up and rehash it, where they're going to be putting nutritional facts on your Wi-Fi system, letting you know how much of your energy they eating. No, not how much you putting into the computer, how much information that the system like Siri is pulling from your brain. Huh? Everything that's going on around you. How much time you're investing, how much you are feeding the system. They're gonna have nutritional fat bars on your internet service. It's mandatory. It's about to come to pass. That was in the Federal Register months ago. If you want to look it up, you can go to federalregister.gov where I am right now. Don't believe me? Check it out. Nutritional facts. Why does the computer need nutritional facts about you and your exchange of currency? Huh? Because it's eating up your light source. If you do not have God's seal, when they doing these tests for the next how many ever days they about to do these tests to get your light, huh? All right, let me keep reading. Greater light, Alora. You don't sign away your soul. Alora, beautiful day. Frequencies are no joke for sure. Global ID. That's right. You know, you want to say global ID, but it was about that real ID. Every time they kept talking about real ID, real ID. And I kept saying, well, if it's a real ID, what are we, fake? Your plastic ID ain't going to mean nothing no more. You not even going to need that. Because your light source, your source of light is the ID, all the ID they need, the IP address, the IP man, huh? I used to say IP man and people love to correct me. IP man. I was like, okay, it's IP. Your IP address, huh? You are the IP. They no longer, even your phone has that IP address. That's your ID. Huh? And they gonna make it where you ain't gonna be able to, every time you get a new phone, you don't have to worry about a SIM card. You just switch over your IP address, huh? This is your IP. This is your new number. Them numbers on your birth certificate ain't even gonna matter no more, huh? Them commerce numbers where it used to be millions of dollars for them red letters on your back of your birth certificate or the front of your birth certificate. That ain't gonna mean nothing. As a matter of fact, I just seen when they said they gonna about trying to do a what you call it, a bankruptcy, United States claiming bankruptcy. Yo, birth certificate, straw man, UCCOC, and all that ain't even worth $250,000 no more. It's slowly declining. As inflation moves up, it's slowly declining. And the United States say, we ain't gonna tell y'all if you don't go read it for yourself. And since you won't go read it, what we're telling you is you ain't worth nothing until we finish transferring over to this cosmic, we want your light. Huh? Your flesh is all good, but we need your light. And we about to file bankruptcy. As soon as they shook hands, what's his name? Kim Jong and Putin shook hands. The next day, Jake Sullivan, Jeremiah Jacob, because that's his name, Jeremiah Jacob Sullivan said, yep, we claiming bankruptcy. United States is claiming bankruptcy, y'all. Did you go read it after I told you? No? All right. That's okay, huh? That's okay. All right. Anyways, airworthiness. Uh-oh, they about to mess with the air again. And this is through GE. General Electric. They got something at the Federal Register about General Electric. Now remember, as far as pesticides and all that goes with United States, China is the authority figure over it. No? Yes? Maybe so? Don't believe me? Check it out. It was in your Federal Register when I told you. When I said, look at the Federal Register, China is hosting whatever pesticides they want to spray and use for their agriculture. You know, a majority of the United States agriculture is China owned. That's why DeSantis said we got to get China up out of Florida, and he did it. He still ain't get rid of Disney yet, but he working on it, I guess. But whatever China decides they want to spray and use on their pesticides, and if Biden signing authority to say he want to keep trading with the enemy with Cuba, you don't think he gonna keep trading with the enemy with China? Huh? Trump wasn't finna go for that, huh? Trump wasn't gonna, this isn't no political, this is saying revelation is coming to pass, and when Biden said he is Azazel, he meant it. When Kamala Harris says she is the daughter of good Iblis and the daughter of California, huh? And Prime Minister Modi came over here and anointed her head with oil, she meant it. And everything is coming to pass, huh? Get your light right. Let your light so shine before men so they can see God, huh? So you can glorify God, and when he comes, huh? Just let me stick to the script. Let me see what else they got going here in Federal Register. Preparation for the final crisis. Preparation for the final crisis. Modification of Class E Airspace Alliance Municipal Airport Alliance in New England. $700 Oh, they just talking about airspace supposedly. Oh, then they talking about PSYOPs again. Standard instrument approach procedures, takeoff minimums, miscellaneous amendment. They amended that. A child nutrition program integrity. The Food and Nutrition Service is correcting a final rule. Some rule that they made August 23. They correcting it. It is an oversight. Y'all know when they do the oversights, all they doing is going and changing something to make it worse. Uh-oh. They have something here about the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Effective date October 17th, 2023. Canister system listing. They renewing some type of certificate based on fuel storage casks. Oh boy, the caskets. Y'all know when they say one word, I see something else. It says caskets there. Multi-purpose canister, certificate compliance. But for which city and state? Where are they talking about? Which canister? I'm not going to click it, but if you're interested in knowing, it's there. It's there. Black Canyon Bliss. They got a Black Canyon Bliss notice availability of environmental assessment. Oh, I may click that and check it later. I told you, anything they're going to do in the community, if they need to blow up a bridge, they're going to make it look like an accident, but they're going to tell you in the Federal Register they're about to do it. That's what this Federal Register is for. The Federal Register is for the people to be aware of what's going on around you. If your area is protected under their investments, you could go to Federal Register. You go to Federal Register, you type in where you live, and places like where I stand right now, they know they're not going to get no storms. The storms is going to go all the way around. It ain't so much of the mighty hands when they controlling weather. They're not going to mess up where they already spent their money. They spent more than $4 million just on the museums alone right where I'm at. And Biden said and encouraged that you go to the Federal Register and read no, he said, come to the whitehouse.gov. Go to the infrastructure plan and check where we working on your city and how much money. If we didn't put no money into your city, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You might get destroyed and be 10, 20 years before it get built back up again. If we put money in your city, you don't have to worry about the storms. And if we got bridges and trainways and all that and areas that need to be flooded out so we can build up a whole new town, it's in the infrastructure plan. He said it. He said, go read it. He said, I encourage you. And I'm telling you because I bought you as Americans. He said these words. I'm buying America. You are under a covenant with me. And when we finish signing these paperwork, by the end of the year, you was stuck and bound to the covenant, and he putting a rush on it, under his title, Azazel. Greater light, y'all. I'm going to get off of this Federal Register, and I just wanted to come real quick and go over a little bit of that because I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm going to study this frequency list about October 4th. Artificial intelligence did put which frequency bands they're going to use. But I'm trying to figure out if every device in the United States go off at the same time, since my voice won't be loud enough to tell everybody, turn your phones off. Turn your phones off at 2:20. Let it be a day of silence. Just a day don't use your phones just for that moment. It won't pass on. Nobody will pass this message on. So for me, I'm just going to try to protect my ears and the people around me if they decide to listen. The same way I said in July 12th last year. I said they about to do something, cover your heads the next day. And they did whatever it was. They did exactly what they needed to do. Well, they're about to do it again, so they say. Greater light, let your light so shine. Don't put it up under a bushel. If you don't know whether you have the seal of God, look for it and search for it. It only consists of light and love. If you have hatred in your heart, you definitely don't have the seal of God. If you have racism, any of the isms in your heart and in your mind, you don't have the seal of God. And those who don't have the seal of God on their forehead, believe me, whatever the mark of the beast, when it is finally official, and those who go ahead and accept it, is real. It's real. It's happening before your eyes. And the love and light of God is for everybody who accepts it. It's for everybody. The love and light of God. Jesus, if you want to say Jesus, moved in love and light. It was about love and light. And greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. Of ballot Biden, Kamala Harris and her slither tongue, and Jesse Jackson, with his rainbow coalition and everything else that they trying to do. Greater light. I'm out.